Hello everybody, welcome to my channel and welcome to the third part of Real Housewives of Atlanta reunion. I am doing a review on this, so let's get into this crazy episode, okay? Okay, so the last drama of the night. It was brought up that Porsha said that Kandi was a lesbian. Not only that, she claimed that Kandi drugged people and dragged them to her sex dungeon. Now, that's all going to blow up in part 4. But for now, we're talking about the lesbian rumors.
She must have been in somebody's closet or still in one.
So Kandi came for Porsha's neck because Porsha said that Kandi was in the closet and she implied that Kandi was a lesbian. Now, Kandi did admit to having relations with other girls. However, she didn't like the fact that Phaedra and Porsha were spreading lies about her sleeping with Shamea because that wasn't true.
You said that she's close to Kandi and
Y'all are close.
Now, Porsha tried to flip it around and say that she didn't insinuate that Kandi was a lesbian, even though she implied that Kandi and Shamea were close, and they were sleeping around together. And she also implied that Shamea was close to her husband, Todd. So basically, Porsha was spreading lies about their marriage. You know, saying that Todd cheats on Kandi and he goes by another alias named Marvin. I mean, it was just a mess. And I'm going off a little bit, but still, Porsha tried to deny what she clearly implied. And that's just Porsha taking after her old lying aunt, Phaedra. All right? You hang around with a snake long enough, you start spitting venom just like them and try to poison other people's lives. But as we all know, Phaedra was the one trying to poison Kandi's reputation, and she was the culprit behind a lot of the lies that were spread this season. Not to mention, she was the one who made up the lie between Shamea and Kandi. And this old lying auntie had the nerve to sit up there and say, well, y'all didn't hear the rumor that Kandi and Shamea were messing with each other? Y'all didn't hear this rumor? So she was trying to play it off as if she innocently spread a rumor that was floating around, when in reality, she's the one who made that rumor up to begin with.
Okay, so is everybody gonna act like they never heard that before?
I never heard about Kandi and Shamea, to be honest.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay, Phaedra. You know you spread that rumor because you were retaliating against Shamea for saying that you were flirting with her husband, which was probably true. I wouldn't put it past you. But you decided to include Kandi in the mix as collateral damage. Your words, not mine.
I was upset about what Shamea said. Kandi just happened to be collateral damage, to be honest.
So you basically unintentionally outed yourself for lying about Shamea and Kandi. You just wanted to put that lie out there as retaliation. And Todd was like, you lie all the time. And Phaedra was like, well, y'all always talk about me and what the streets are saying about me. And Todd was like, what the streets are saying is true. In fact, we can't really say what the streets are saying because the feds are still watching. And the folks who know that Phaedra got bank fraud and identity theft under her name. Allegedly. But y'all know. This is one of the reasons why I cannot rock with Phaedra at all. And a lot of people in the comments are talking about, how come you always come at Phaedra? How come you always come at Phaedra and Porsha? Look at what they're doing, y'all. Look at what they're doing. And Porsha, listen, she has been caught up in lie after lie after lie. I mean, she tried to imply that Kandi and Shamea were together and they were sleeping together, and that was a lie. And the thing is, she tried to insinuate that Kandi is a lesbian, but her herself has been involved with the same sex. So it's just hypocritical. It's just hypocritical. And not to mention, she lied about the fact that she offered to sleep with Kandi and her husband. This is just messy.
Okay. She did, for us to come back to her hotel with her.
Yes, she did.
My wife was like, no, that's not a good idea. We out of here.
She said it was a flat-out lie, but she was drunk that night and she wouldn't know. Kandi and Todd were both sober, and they're the ones who turned her down because they thought that was a terrible idea. But Porsha was really trying to push up on both Kandi and Todd. See, Porsha's the type of person who tries to hide her own mess by bringing up other people's mess, even if it's a lie. And I noticed that she not only came for Kandi, but she came for Todd too. She came for their marriage, the way she came for Cynthia and Peter's marriage. And that to me is very snake-like. And it's just sad that a person could be that desperate for a storyline and that desperate for a peach by ruining other people's reputation. And like I said before, Phaedra is the main culprit because she's the one who's telling Porsha these lies. And Porsha is being dumb enough to broadcast the lies on national television, and she's making herself look bad. So she ran with the lie that Kandi and Todd tried to drug her that night and drag her to their sex dungeon.
Because she's the one who told me that Kandi said that.
You said that? That I wanted to drug her.
That's the most retarded lie in the world. But of course, only Phaedra can come up with something like that. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching this review. I know you all are going to have a lot to say, but listen. This is just how I see it. I cannot defend Porsha or Phaedra. I just cannot. It's just too... They're very disappointing, you guys. They are very disappointing, and I used to like them, but they have disappointed me this season.